Today on the channel, we take a trip to Toyfare. Beautiful this time of year. Why not? Why not? But today, we got the Toyfare 1 of 3,000 Jack's Classic Superstars exclusives with Edge and Sunny.
The spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Jack's Classic Superstars unboxing and review. And today on the channel, we've got the Toyfare exclusive 1 of 3,000 Sunny and Edge. But for all your modern day wrestling figure needs, make sure you're hitting up Ringside Collectibles. Use discount code Kyle, save yourself 10%. Got to get the deal out there. And I had to get a deal on these guys way back in the day, as well as Sunny and Edge, both 1 of 3,000 Toyfare exclusives. Of course, Toyfare, the convention, was a thing at the time, but then there was also the Toyfare magazine, and that's where these guys were sold through. Of course, being 1 of 3,000, they were internet exclusives, kind of in a lot of ways, sold through the magazine. But a lot of people hear of the Toyfare, the conventions, things, but there was a Toyfare magazine that was something I look forward to every single month. I would read that thing cover to cover. My dad would read it cover to cover. They would cover all things in toy news, upcoming action figures. Kind of think of it like the internet before the internet, kind of cluing you in on stuff. They'd have some deep dive articles, things like that. It was a very, very cool time. And then, of course, we do know in the Classics line, they had many of an exclusive over the years, which you've unboxed here right on this very channel. But, of course, we're going to do this review kind of like we do all the other ones on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're not going to unbox it because I already have these two loose in my collection, but we'll take a look at the packaging and we'll go from there. But let's start it off with old Sunny. Oh, sunny days are here. And if you guys weren't around watching wrestling in the mid-90s, man, you missed out on a glorious time for Sunny. Not so glorious in this day and age, but man, back then, oh boy, Sunny was something special, we'll just call her back then. But this is, of course, Body Donna's version of Sunny in the 1 of 3,000. We also got two different LOD 2000 Sunnies, and we got a Smoking Gun Sunny as well in the Classics line. So, Sunny Days, the old Classic Superstars line back in the day. The 1 of 3,000 sticker right there, always looking good. She does got a towel as an accessory. Hey, there you go. And then on the side there, you got her inner LOD 2000 gear. What are we doing? What are we doing? We got Sunny on the side right here. And then on the back, LOD 2000 gear. You got the cross-sell UPCs, the warnings, tail of tape, and the blurb. Of course, they just reuse this packaging with a few twists is what they do. That's why you see the LOD 2000 Sunny. I don't know. I wish they would have done a little bit more. Fancy it up just a little bit. But it does say Sunny, debuted 1995, height 5'4". She's just a little gal. She's just a little gal, that is for sure. But she does look good. But we do have her loose right here. And I don't know if I could tell you. If somebody took this head off and said, Kyle, who is this? I'm not positive that I could tell you it is Sunny. It looks just like a generic blonde wrestling figure, honestly, here. But she does come with a nice towel. We saw this with Mr. Perfect. We saw this with Bob Backlund. We saw this in the Rocky line. Now we see it with Sunny. So that towel, it gets around. We'll say that much here. She does have the Jack's female skirt. We've seen numerous times over the years as well. Nice black plastic skirt. A little hard to get to stay on the side. You take the skirt off, and she's ready for business. She's got her swimsuit on. She's ready for a day at the beach. But it doesn't want to stay on extremely well. It just kind of sits there, as you can see, like that. But it is the female Jack's body mold. They only had one body mold for their females. Articulations, the arms go around, bicep cut, single jointed elbow, back and forth on the hands, side to side, head back and forth, side to side, waist articulation, legs like that, single jointed knee, single jointed on the old ankles there. So not a ton of articulation for Sunny here. And I don't know if a lot of people were clamoring for this version of Sunny, and I do feel this Sunny figure would have been better if we would have got the Body Donnas, if we would have got Skip and Zip to go along with her. That would have went a long way for making sense of this one, but I think it was really, let's just get Sunny out there in as many incarnations as we can. But they didn't give us the, like, everyday plain Jane ring announcer running around Sunny that I think we wanted. The really hot version of Sunny. Not that they weren't all hot, but you know what I mean. But this one's okay as far as Body Donnas go. It's a good one. I mean, does it look like her? I can't really sign off on that, but she's got a nice smile. She's always had a nice smile. How about that? But there's old Sunny here. Kind of is what it is. Worth more probably a few years ago than it is now. Not a lot of people clamoring, unfortunately, for Sunny with all of her problems and everything else that we've seen in the media, of course. But a moment in time figure is what we'll call that one. But one that a lot of people are clamoring for is, of course, Edge, who has returned to wrestling a couple years ago. We all thought he was done forever. And this was one of those ones. It was a 1 of 3,000 Toyfare. We kind of said, what? This isn't classic superstars. What are we doing here? Well, the beauty of the line, as we always say, time passes on, and here we are today in this day and age. He is totally a classic superstar, and all of a sudden it does work here. So very, very cool. Some of the younger guys at the time, I guess that's what we'll call it, younger guys at the time, getting figures in this line I thought was a really cool thing. And Edge, pretty cool here as well. Very cool in that big leather jacket there. Of course, you get the rated R title, the spinner belt, the 1 of 3,000 sticker. Edge looking only like an Edge could look. Edge on the side, and of course we got a ton of Edges around this time in the Ruthless Aggressions, the Ring Rages, the Adrenalines, the Treacherous Trios, things like that. So we were pretty accustomed to Edges, but this is a much more deluxe Edge with all the extra bells and whistles. Big cross sell down below, UPC's warnings, tail of the tape, all that. Glamour shot up top. See what it says about old Edge. 250 pounds, 6'5", finishing move, the Spear. Titles, WWE Champion, World Heavyweight Champion, World Tag Team Champion, WWE Tag Team Champion, Intercontinental Champion, United States Champion, 2001 King of the Ring. He's done it all. He's seen it all in his career, that's for sure. And you got a little cross-sell down below of what is this, Series 24 with the British Bulldogs, the Killer Bees, Stephanie McMahon, Triple H, Trish Stratus, Rob Van Dam, and Rey Mysterio. 1 of 3,000 exclusive, as I did say. Going to put him off to the side here. And you got Edge. He's ready to go. A beautiful soft goods coat. Absolutely love the attention to detail on this bad boy. Of course, underneath he's got the blue attire with the black boots and the blue and red, and or not red, blue, and let me get my colors right. The blue and the white and the black looking beautiful here. Absolutely do love that. He does got a real leather strap. Is that what we call it? Real leather. Jax did some of that, and that's what we get on this title belt. Of course, it's the rated R belt. Looking really nice in there as well. A little paper plate inside, which is kind of funny. But a very good looking figure. All day long, you know this is Edge when you see the face sculpt on this. Looks just like him. I believe this is a different head than we got with the other Ruthless Aggressions. And Jax was pretty good about that with classic superstars, not using a lot of reuse between the heads from the other lines. Usually giving us a lot of reuse, but giving us at least a new head. We saw that in the Goldust ringside exclusive, for instance, and a few others over the years. So they did make it as different as they possibly could, which I think collectors really did appreciate here. But the real winner on this one is the jacket and the title belt. It really does set this figure apart from a lot of the regular Ruthless Aggression ones. I mean, this was a little bit harder to get, a little bit more expensive, so if you're going to pay up, you got to need some more bells and whistles compared to what you can get just at your local KB or Toys R Us or Kmart or Venture or Pomida or Hills or Target or Walmart or Ringside Collectibles. Who else did I miss? Ben Franklin, of course. I think that might be it. That might be Kmart. Did I say Kmart? I probably did. But a very good figure at the end of the day, and a lot better than it was expected. And this is one of those ones, like I said, when it was announced, I kind of scratched my head saying, Edge, really? But it does work, and it works all these years later, some, 15 years later, whatever it's been at this point. So a very, very good representation of Edge, an okay version of Sunny. I just don't think this sets anybody's real world on fire in the Sunny. But two cool figures, two 1 of 3,000 exclusives, always good to have as a part of the collection. But what say you guys out there in YouTube land? Did you pick these two up? Do you have these two? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Of course, you made it this far, you might as well like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on the old notification bell. As you guys know, we got videos every single day, and then some, yes, and then some. Even more content for you over on the old Patreon channel. And then, of course, don't forget ProWrestlingTees.com. Search Kyle Peterson, those places. Best way to support the channel and all of its content. You can also hit me up and follow along over at SirPaul64 on Twitter, Instagram, _Kyle_Peterson. So for Sunny and Edge, I am Kyle, and I'll see you guys all real soon.